Hi, I'm Harrison,
And I'm Sean, and you're listening to Why Didn't I Know That?
where every episode we pick a topic, research it, and share things we didn't know.
Every topic is randomly generated, so we can discuss anything from coffins to caffeine.
And everything in between. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but we're sure that whatever it is, it'll make you go,
Why didn't I know that? Welcome back to another episode of the Why Didn't I Know That podcast. Make sure to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe.
Hit that notification bell and make sure you never miss another episode.
There should be no excuses for ever missing any of our content.
If you do, you're not a true fan.
Yeah.
You don't deserve to be here. That was pretty good. I told him to do it like he was a YouTuber. I've never seen any actual YouTubers like talk. Actually, that's a lie.
Have you ever heard like go subscribe right now at the start of the video and you're like, yeah, you know what?
Nobody ever wants to do that.
Maybe I will.
I don't think everybody's always like, no, shut up. I don't want to get to the video.
I'll decide if I like you by the end.
I always skip like the YouTube. They're always like the first like 2 minutes is them talking about what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Which I know is like a strategy because Mr. Beast has talked about it, and his are fine because it's like, this is what we're going to do, and then you know. It's like captivates you. But some people are like, yeah, so we're going to do this, and by the way, you can check out, my my LinkedIn, my MySpace. We've got it all on there.
And
Google Docs. I've got like a document that's shared there if you want to. Actually, I got a Google Calendar if you want to see what I'm up to, and feel free to check in with, anything. I actually have a playlist on Spotify if you want to check that out. And
meanwhile, it was just like how to boil water. What's the video?
It's like, oh my God.
Okay,
it's a
relax.
2-minute video,
okay,
but
yeah.
this should be a 2-minute video. It's a 10-minute video. The first 8 is just them talking about all their different profiles. Make sure to get me on Pinterest. Tune into me on, I was going to say Tumblr. You're on Tumblr. No, you're not on Tumblr. What's the one you're on?
What?
Reddit. You're on
Reddit.
Big Reddit guy.
Huge.
Anyway, what's
The
up,
biggest.
people?
Yeah, well, how's it going? This week?
We got a lot of people.
I say week every time. This episode.
No, it's this week.
This week.
When it comes out, it'll be this week.
Yeah.
We need to welcome all the new fans.
Oh, yes.
We're famous now.
Yeah, TikTok famous. We had...
Well, the time of recording this is like 260,000 views on a stupid video of our behind-the-scenes thing, which, by the way, took obscene amount of time.
Way longer than it should have.
Like 60-plus takes, I think it was, that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It turned out pretty cool,
People liked it.
Huh?
And now we're famous on TikTok, and we have new subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber, hey, what's up, hello.
Welcome.
In the wise words of Fetty Wap.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello.
Hey, what's the topic? We already talked for 4, but we're halfway down the episode, and we haven't talked about anything.
Airplanes.
That's right.
Outer space. We were talking about aliens. We're bringing it back.
We're slowly making our way back to Earth.
We did the ocean. We hit the bottom, and now we're going to the. And we went to the top.
Into the
moon.
moon.
Got beat in the middle.
Now we're coming down. What's the next
Airplane.
one? We got to do somewhere in the middle. Boats. Airplanes. What do you want to talk about, Sean?
Well, I got some interesting facts we can start with. The Boeing 747. So that's like your jumbo jet.
Wait, let me guess, because I think we ended up, for listeners, I think we ended up with similar facts because we both just kind of looked up airplane facts. So let me guess. Is it about how many parts it has?
Yes, I do have that in there. Yeah. 6 million parts to make that one plane.
Ridiculous.
Which is absurd. Who knew?
That's a lot of parts. How much does one cost? There you go. Do you know that? To make. If it's 6 million parts.
I know how much the engine costs.
Right.
Actually,
how much?
But it costs $8 million US.
For the engine?
For the engine, and it weighs almost 10,000 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. How do you get that in the air? That's just the engine?
That's just the engine.
How much does the whole thing weigh? Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Okay. Boeing, was it 747?
Yeah.
Wait. 183,000 kilograms. What's that in pounds?
Like
LBS. 404,000 pounds. How do you get off the... What? Physics.
Yeah.
I was looking to look up how much costs to build, because you said what we say 6 million parts.
Yeah.
It costs $387 million to build one of those planes. It takes you can build half of one per month.
You can build half of
that's what it says. A production rate per month 0.5. So we're all like silent over here. I can't believe that. That's so much money. And there's so many airplanes.
Back. Yeah. Ridiculous.
Oh my God. No wonder flights cost so much. They're still in debt to everybody in the world.
To 6 million manufacturers. Get all their parts from.
Wow. Okay. Starting off strong.
Yeah. They can go up to 955 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, that's fast.
A little bit faster than my Honda Civic.
We were almost going that speed when we almost crashed, learning how to shift
yeah.
manual. We were learning how to. Sean's car is manual, and I do not know how to drive that. Still, we've done it once, and we were driving down the road, and somebody else was driving, and they didn't know how to stop, or like, what was the deal? Oh no,
they just had it in the wrong gear.
Okay. Anyway, I thought we were gonna die. We were going straight. The road ended, and we were gonna hit a tree, and instead, anyway, Sean, super cool, just put her into neutral. And turned the vehicle, and we didn't cry. And I was like, I literally thought we were gonna hit the tree and die. And he just turned over. That's the most Sean thing I think ever to happen ever. He's just super chill. Just no worries.
We're just gonna pull over up ahead. Reevaluate here.
Anyway, how do we get here? The Honda Civic, fast. The airplane is fast.
Yes, ripping.
That is fast.
One fact that I tried to find, which is actually very conflicting information, was the amount of people that are afraid of flying.
I found that.
Did you? What did you find?
Okay, well, I just found one fact. Did you look this up further?
Yeah, because I looked it up, and like each site was a different thing.
Okay, well, mine says 80% of the population is afraid of flying.
Right, and I thought, no,
that seems high.
That seems absurdly high.
So what did the other ones say?
33 to 40%.
Okay, so some people.
So we went from 80 to 33%.
So somewhere in there, anywhere from 33 to 80% of the population. Could be more, could be less.
You know, anywhere between 1 and 100% are afraid of flying.
But a lot of people are afraid of flying. And is it the heights or the flying itself? Probably both.
I feel like it's mostly the heights.
I think it probably is partially like you don't have any control either, and you're just like you're in the thing with this however much. Okay, I should have said at the beginning, if you are scared of flying, you probably shouldn't listen to this because I got things on here that you're not going to want to hear. So
mayday.
Mayday. And if that is still you and you choose to, I am not liable for any of your
anxiety
concerns next time you go on a flight. But anyway, 33 to 80%. That's what we figured out. That's still a lot of people.
Yeah. It was just interesting that each site was like so different.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just a good thing to note that we just pick sites and look up stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't mean it's always true. It just makes for good entertainment.
That'll have been the only point I fact checked.
I didn't even fact check it. I just put the 80%. Check out this though. If someone dies on your flight, this is what this website said. This was the title. Their body might stay in the cabin with you. Well, no crap.
Well, what are they going to do with it?
What are they going to toss it out though? Just toss it? Man overboard? For
that's
real?
What the emergency door is for.
No, but like, okay, so obviously that was, I don't know, just the way they worded it. It said their body might stay in the cabin with you. Well, I would hope so, that they're not just going to toss them overboard.
Yeah.
But anyway, certain planes though, like Singapore Airlines, their planes were built with a special place to store bodies.
Oh my God.
So they were planning for deaths. Either that or it's another compartment. But anyway, a flight attendant said on many flights, I don't like the fact that they say many.
On many flights, it would have had to be used.
The body will simply be moved to a back row and covered, except for the head. What? We don't care about the body. Cover the head.
Okay.
If you're gonna cover anything, cover the head. I don't think leaving the head open is gonna make it any better.
Then they could just look on at evereveryone.
Does that make any sense to you?
Oh,
it says until medical professionals on the ground can attend to the deceased. Okay, makes sense. But why not cover the head?
I don't want them to suffocate.
Okay.
Moving on.
This is why I said if you don't like flying, you shouldn't listen to this, because this says pilots fall asleep on the job. Check this out. According to a 2017 report by the British Airlines Pilot Association, so this is not like, this is a legit thing. Among a group of 500 pilots that were polled, 43% admitted to accidentally falling asleep while manning the plane.
Oh my.
While 31% admitted to waking up from a nap when they were sleeping and their co-pilot was also sleeping. So that's two of them. There was nobody flying the plane. 31% of people, of the 500 pilots, said that's happened when nobody was awake. That'll make you scared of flying.
Yeah.
Now I understand. Maybe it's not the heights. Maybe it's the fact that you're worried. That's a little concerning. Also understandable because, they're doing a lot of long sitting and stuff. It's like road trip, but that's not really comforting. So I'm going to drive to Toronto and not fly.
Well, the thing is, one site said it's 19.
Everything like that now.
One
of the sources.
Said that it's 19 times safer to fly than it is to drive.
I've heard that, or something like that. It makes sense, though.
Yeah. And then another site said about 1 in 3.37 billion chance. Like, that's your chance of dying on a crash.
From an airplane.
Or
that's your chance of crashing or dying from a crash. Because I feel like if you
dying
crash,
from a crash. So
crashing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot, though. You're fine.
So statistically,
you probably got a greater chance of winning the lottery. No, probably not. But
still probably not.
but you're okay.
So the chances are very low.
Here's the deal.
So
pilots that are sleeping, they're trustworthy. That's what we've determined here today.
They can do their job even when they're sleeping. They're so well trained,
and you won't crash. There's a 1 in 383 million chance.
Billion.
Billion?
3.38 billion.
3.38. Okay. Well, you're good.
Whatever.
You're good. You're safe, folks.
Yeah.
Everybody's safe except the person that's dead in the back of the bus. The back of the plane that's covered up.
That was terrible.
That was very scary, though. The fact that they fall asleep on the job. Yeah. I found out why the windows are round. Do you know why the windows are round?
No.
Okay. There's a reason for it. After a series of accidents in the early days of commercial flying, the engineers uncovered that having square windows with sharp corners compromised the safety of the aircraft. So
must be a pressure thing.
There has to be oh wait, I wasn't finished. You were right. Yeah, I didn't read on. On the other hand, round windows used since then can take the repeated pressure during a flight. There you go. Sean knew
physics.
Physics. Yeah. So I got to one up you though before you keep going.
Okay.
You talked about that plane that went as fast as your Honda Civic.
Yeah.
The Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird holds the record for the fastest manned jet aircraft since 1976. How fast do you think it goes in kilometers an hour?
1,400.
3,500 kilometers an hour.
Sorry, I meant double what I said.
It's a type of military spy plane, and it operates at high altitude, so like 85,000 feet. Like that's high.
Oh my God.
That's high. It's basically, a spacecraft. But the thing is, it was developed in the 1960s. I don't know if they've updated it, but it's the fastest one, and it's designed to outpace missiles.
Yeah, that's absurd.
Yeah, I don't think missiles can hit. Missiles go fast, but that thing goes faster.
That thing's supersonic.
We should do an ad for the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird. Is it mouthful?
The Blackbird.
The Blackbird. The Blackbird, faster than the speed of light. That's it. That's the ad. It just shows. It's the quickest YouTube ad ever. Blackbird, faster than the speed of light. And it's like Mazda, but it goes. That's the sound effect. Instead of zoom, it just goes. Anyway,
oh my.
Distracted.
I found the average age or lifespan of a plane, which is not measured.
Better be long for that much money. $383 million?
It's not measured in time, but it's based on how many times it's pressurized.
So
the cabin.
Flown.
So yes.
Okay.
So the lifespan is about 20 years, roughly.
Okay.
And
I thought you were gonna say something like 3 years or something stupid.
It's about 51,000 flight hours and 75,000 pressurized cycles. So 75,000 flights.
Okay, that's a lot of flights still.
So yeah.
But
about
you
20
think you get
years.
more for $383 million. You can buy a vehicle for like
Buy
a little bit less than that. Probably last 20 years. We're not sponsored by Honda, by the way, but if Honda hears us and wants to sponsor us, feel free.
Yeah.
We're also willing to do ads for planes if anybody needs us to do that. We charge $383 million per ad. Airplane food, Sean. There's always jokes about airplane food. I've never heard a joke about airplane food, but apparently it's a thing that there's jokes about airplane food.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
It's like a thing. It's like airplane food, and everybody goes ha 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 in the background. Jackson, can you add a ha 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 there? I'll do it one more time. Airplane food. Great. Thanks, listeners. And the thing is, it's bad. Apparently, there's a reason it's bad. I don't know. I've never really eaten on an airplane.
I mean, most of it's just like pretty meh.
I don't know
like,
what
it's
you're
not,
expecting.
You're not gonna get like super exciting meals.
It's not high class like McDonald's.
I just want my Coca-Cola and my little bag of pretzels.
I say, what do you get? What do you get up there? I always get orange juice. I like the orange juice.
Oh yeah, I always get pop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had. Oh, that's a lie. Ginger ale sometimes settle the stomach.
From your 80. Do you suffer from the 80%?
No, I don't care.
No.
I'm all right. I think that everybody's scared when it gets a little like turbulent though, and you feel like you're gonna die. You can't tell me that doesn't scare you.
Gotta ride the wind.
We are. We're like moving. Anyway, I digress. I think that's what that means. Prior to takeoff, airlines freeze pre-made meals. Whoa. Let's try that again. Airlines freeze pre-made meals on the ground and then thaw them out while in the air. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But the dry air of the flight cabin suppresses our sense of smell, which is an important factor to taste. Obviously, can't smell. Okay. Usually, taste is off. The low air pressure and background noises further impact the way we taste because we use all our senses and stuff. And the ability, we can't really taste sweet and salty foods as well. So food doesn't taste this. They want to try to make it taste the same on the air, so they usually add 30% more sugar or salt to the meal.
Oh wow!
So it's not healthy. It's convenient.
Yeah,
it's convenient. You have some with your Coke, like Sean likes to do. Yeah. Have you ever thrown up on an airplane?
No.
Okay, I haven't either. I don't think I have. We'll have to fact check that one, but I don't think so. Anyway, what else you got?
I kind of wrote a very miniature summarized timeline of the first flight to like how planes are now.
Wow, look at this overachiever over here. You did the full project.
I said brief.
Do you have a trifold and everything for us?
Yeah, I got a
poster. Let me pull up the PowerPoint. One second. Okay, timeline.
1903, first powered flight.
Was it the Wright brothers or was it somebody else?
Well, that was a little up for debate,
right?
But what I went with was the Wright brothers.
Okay, we're gonna say it was them.
If it wasn't, go wrong with the Wright brothers.
We're sorry if we were wrong about the Wright brothers. That was good. This is a comedy special today, folks. Thank you, Jackson. Add more laughter. Just keep it going. Keep it going.
Add the laughter. Next, I have in 1919, the NC-4 is the first plane to cross the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay.
That's
a big deal. Like, it's a big ocean.
And then in 1927 was the first solo non-stop transatlantic flight from New York to Paris, France.
Okay.
So
non-stop.
Yeah, 1919 crossed the Atlantic. 1927 all in one go.
It still took 8 years though.
Yeah.
Like it only taken 8 years. That's still pretty impressive. The fact that we learned how to do this in 1903, up for debate, maybe not 1903. The Wright brothers did in 1903.
Right.
Like not that many years later.
Yeah, like 16 years later, we went across the Atlantic.
Okay.
And then, so that was 1927. And then in 1939, we have the first jet-propelled aircraft.
Okay. What were they before?
They were
just
like
the propellers.
Yeah.
I confused them. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it. I'm following you.
All right. And then 1950s flights are offered in the first commercial jet airliner.
Like we were talking
So
about
this is
the
like you could
747
take a
deal.
flight.
Oh, I could take a flight.
Yeah.
Not you. I could take a flight though.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And
What
then
did you say? 1950 what?
1950s.
Okay. That's really not that long ago.
No. And considering it took like 50 years to go from not having that technology at all.
To having
That-
just the average person.
Yeah.
One second, folks. We lost what's happening here? We lost the computer. If you're listening, I'm sorry. We'll play some elevator music. Okay, we're good.
Back in action. 2000s. We're jumping up.
And you have 50-year gap in your timeline, Sean.
Well, at that point, the facts are like, it's,
Okay.
It wasn't that
what
exciting.
happened? What was exciting in 2000?
The first nonstop round-the-world flight that was achieved by solar and battery-powered airplane.
Round the world, like
Full
circle.
continuous full
long
circle
would that
around the
take?
world. That I didn't find.
A long time,
Yeah,
probably.
probably.
Okay. Dang. But no, was anybody in it?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm sure. Okay.
Oh, well, I thought you could have been like a
don't-
remote control. I don't know if they had that stuff.
I
back
don't.
in
I'm
2000?
pretty sure someone would have been in it.
Okay.
And
That's
then
pretty crazy.
also in the 2000s, we got the A380, the first double-decker civilian passenger.
Have you ever been in one of those?
No, I
I
have
haven't. That's the dream, Sean. I think it'd be cool.
It probably would be pretty
Not that
cool.
exciting, but it's a big old plane. Are those 747s, are they double decker? They have to be.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway, sorry.
So that was my time.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
And then other things happened in the. You missed our favorite, our Blackbird, Sean.
Oh.
1976.
Shoot.
Blackbird.
I did actually see that, but it did not make the timeline.
That's okay. That's okay. I talked about it. Did you know you lose 8 ounces of water an hour when you're flying because it's so dry? You got to drink some water because you lose 8 ounces. Again, that was only one source, so we don't know if that's correct. It might be more, it might be less, it might be none at all.
Got to swap from Coke to water.
There you go. You're not getting much Coke. Actually, the Coke probably make you more thirsty because it's got so much sugar in it. Anyway.
Coke to Diet Coke.
Coke just Okay, Sean. I looked up why planes are able to stay in the air. I didn't look up like how, or it does, right? It happens. But then it says, on a strictly mathematical level, engineers know how to design planes that will stay aloft. Thank you, website. Obviously, we can do it. But
Did you fact check that?
equations don't explain why aerodynamic lift occurs. They basically, the summary, and I read it, is a legit article. This one was. They know that it works, but they can't always say why they stay up. Like they don't. It's a little bit. This is a recent study
okay.
too. So it just happens. It's magic. I think that's the answer. Yeah.
That's actually weird that they don't know.
They know, but they don't know. That's basically what I determined. Could be correct, could not be correct. Seems to be the theme of the episode. Gross airplane facts, Sean. Would you like some?
I would.
Okay. If you already don't like airplanes, feel free to skip ahead or, battle it out. Gross airplane facts. Blankets and pillowcases aren't always cleaned, obviously. But also, who has blankets and pillowcases? I've never been on a flight that has blankets.
Oh, like that they offer you them?
Yeah.
Sometimes on the overnight,
I've never been
like
on one.
when if they're like your super long flights, they'll
Okay,
give
but
them
if
to
they're
you,
not-
but-
If they just are reusable, they usually don't clean them. Not always clean, sorry. But it's like hotel rooms. Like, they don't really clean stuff
Yeah.
very well either. So, who knows? COVID might have changed a lot of that. I hope so.
probably.
Anyway, I didn't know this. I didn't even think that people would do it. Some parents change their babies. Sorry, that made me laugh. Some parents change their babies on the trays in front of you.
Oh,
I didn't think about that, but it makes sense. But why? Convenience. So anyway, don't go licking if you spill your Coke, don't drink it off the thing because you might be getting some other substances in there. If you know what I'm
that's
saying.
kind of nasty.
Business Insider said that they found that 1/3 of seatbelts had mold and yeast on them. They found through laboratory.
1/3?
1/3 of airplane seatbelts, mold and yeast. So if you need to make some bread on the plane, you can do that. The Marketplace report claimed the Marketplace is a place that did the report. They claimed that the handles to the bathroom were the dirtiest. I don't know if it's the dirtiest place on planes or one of the They're dirty.
It's probably the dirtiest place.
The dirtiest place on the plane, which makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
So
everyone touches that.
yeah.
So.
Anyway, so just don't eat off of the tray. That's the big takeaway from that. And also the seatbelts, which is kind of nasty. So maybe just take a little Lysol wipe or something with you. Wipe it down. I don't know if that's gonna do anything, but
Give you the illusion that it is something.
pretend that it's clean. What else you got?
I got some plane disappearances
Oh,
and crashes.
that's
kinda.
good. That's good.
This
The disappearances aren't good. Let me just clarify.
no, it's very odd that they like haven't found like when planes disappear, they like can't find it.
Well, it's
I just find it super weird that like there's no like tracker for.
Oh, true. You think they'd be on the plane? There's got to be something on the plane.
There is now. I think now planes have like a GPS in them, but before it was like radar. So if you got off course, then they couldn't find
You're
it.
just gone.
Yeah. So I have 2 plane disappearances, and they're both from the same company. Okay.
All right.
The British South American Airways. The first one's called the Star Tiger,
That's a killer name, though.
and the second one's Star Aerial.
Not as good.
Tiger was
Star
cooler for
Tiger
sure.
is awesome.
The Star Tiger was a little bit more interesting, so I'll
Good.
talk more about that one.
Okay.
It was noted that before the plane took off, it had endured problems with the heater as well as a malfunctioning compass, but it continued before it took off, but it still went ahead with its schedule.
Okay, so we got an issue off the bat
So
here. We're starting
before it
off
even
faulty.
took off, it was already
I was sitting there
had some problems. And so since the heater was broken, they had to fly lower at 2,000 feet. And normally planes fly about like 30 to 40,000 feet.
40. That's so low.
So that's like super low because they had to keep the cabin warm because the heater was broken.
Okay, so this is
Okay.
and this was broken. They knew this going up.
They knew
And
this
they said-
going up. And
Do you know when this happened?
oh, you know what?
Was it recent?
No.
It's fine. I'm just curious if this is
Yeah, I didn't write the date actually.
okay. That's fine.
Yeah, and they have no idea where it went, what happened to it.
Wait, so it left?
It left, and then it was gone.
It never landed anywhere.
Yeah.
They lost track of it somehow over communication or whatever.
Yeah.
That's weird. And they never heard like nobody survived it and then
No,
like said
it's, yeah,
so-
they said they haven't even found as much as a
was it over the
plane
ocean?
of glass.
Do you know where they were flying?
It was, yeah, from London to Bermuda. So,
Okay. We talked about Bermuda last time. Not really much special happening there.
Yeah.
Bermuda. Why is that so hard to say?
Bermuda.
Bermuda.
The Star Aerial, there's actually a plane that went out. No, sorry, different topic.
Try again.
But this one, they lost track of the plane. They thought it was a communication error because they just stopped getting transmissions from it. So they waited until the flight would have been finished before sending out a search party because they're like, well, maybe they're still on the way and we just can't contact them. So it was 7.5 later after they lost communication that they sent out a rescue party.
7.5 what?
Hours later.
You said 7.5 laters.
Yeah. 7.5 laters.
Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't. Why? Whoa.
So the plane,
There's
they
an
think
issue there,
it's
though.
probably sunk, like it sunk into the
Obviously.
ocean before
The other one
they
probably
got
did too.
there. But
But why would they wait until it's done and go, they're fine. They probably just lost communication or whatever because that's normal.
Yeah.
What the heck? All right.
So British South American Airways
So,
back in the
maybe don't
day.
fly
No,
for
they're
them.
probably fine.
Are they still around?
I don't know, but
What is it? British
British South American Airways. And it was only a
Airways.
year later than the first plane. The second one. disappeared as well.
1947. Lancaster Stardust. They've had another one, Sean. Oh my gosh. So they just don't fly with them. If they're around, I can't tell if they're around.
They're probably
DNA clues reveal 55-year-old secrets behind crash. Anyway, interesting. 1947 is when it happened.
Okay.
So a long time ago. Apparently back then they didn't know to check if you can't hear from somebody.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, they're fine. They'll send us a letter. It'll be all right." Do you have anything else? I actually ended up. I didn't have that much for this. I thought I did. Oh no, I have one more.
Go for it.
Okay. There's a rule that's common to the vast majority of airlines. We were talking about plane food earlier. Pilots must be fed this. Like the main pilot is fed the same meal that they feed to business class, first and business class people. But the co-pilots have to eat a different entree, different meal. Basically, just so if one person gets food poisoning, obviously they don't trust the meal, then the other person's not fine to drive. It doesn't matter because they're both asleep anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's interesting. So this doesn't sound like they have much faith in their own food if they're worried about food poisoning a lot. Speaking of food, how's your drink, Sean?
It's pretty good.
What do you have? You tell me
Having an iced coffee.
Yeah, salted caramel iced coffee at 9:13
9:13 p.m.
It's decaf.
And we're in for the long haul.
It's decaf.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Decaf.
Well, not really. We're almost at the end here. It depends. How long should we make these episodes? Somebody comment that.
Yeah.
They're about 30.
Yeah, like 20, 30 minutes. One longer.
We're not doing like
one
3
less.
hours like Joe Rogan. Nobody's gonna watch that. I can't believe people. Do you watch that show?
No.
What is it? Podcast.
I like usually the shorter ones. When they're that long, it's like it's got to be like
It's got to be good.
It's got to be good, or it's like a several day adventure.
Yeah, no. The hour ones, I'm fine with the hour ones. Also, the health ones are about an hour. Sometimes an hour and a half, and they're fine if you go on like a walk or something or whatever. If you're like driving, but 3 hours, that's like a movie.
Yeah,
and I'd much rather watch a movie than Post Malone talk to Joe Rogan while they're high.
Come on.
What do you feel like we could do better than that as far as entertainment goes? I don't know. He's had everybody on there.
True. His podcast is ridiculous.
It's popular though. How many episodes are they at today? As of today, Joe Rogan podcast. Has he got a website for it? You'd think you'd have a website for it. It's just Spotify. It's just gonna take. Okay, let's just go to it. Joe Rogan Experience. First of all, cover photo, terrifying. Next, okay. As of the date of recording this, 1670, 1,670 episodes. That's a lot of episodes. We're almost there.
Yeah.
This is number what? 5?
5.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have. Do you have any more?
I got a bit more,
Keep
but
going.
Nah. Well,
Give me one more. What's the best one there?
Well, what I have left was about plane crashes. You know, I had to get them
let's hear. I want to hear
disappear.
about the plane crash. You should have led with
Tonight.
that, Sean.
Oh, you know,
We had to ease into it.
yeah.
We had to work our way up to
First,
it.
you can't know what happened, but
But we're still
now you're
working our
gonna
way
get
down
the
from
details.
space.
Yeah.
So we were space, and we talked about the planes,
Right.
disappearances. Now we're gonna crash and end up the episode. Okay, tell me.
End it with a bang. 1985, the Delta Flight 191. Plane entered a quick-firing thunderstorm that produced heavy winds and encountered a microburst wind shear, which is a strong downdraft.
You could have just said that.
No.
Okay.
I had to sound technical.
Okay, that's good.
An abrupt shift in the wind that caused the plane to lose 54 knots, so like 100 kilometers an hour of speed in a few seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because of the wind?
Because the wind.
Oh,
and it sent them like straight down.
They
'cause
stopped.
it's- Yeah.
See you later. Oh, man.
And slammed into the ground and killed 136 people.
Oh, my gosh. They were obviously not over the ocean.
No. But the one thing that I found interesting anyway, coming out of these plane crashes, is that from each crash, they like learned and made changes for future planes. So now planes have these forward-looking radars that detect downdrafts.
No, what is it, Sean?
Wind shears.
There you go.
And so they can avoid them, get around it.
There you go. So at least we're learning from our mistakes. Some of us still sleep on the job.
But now we have the technology.
Now we have technology. I think just autopilot. Soon we'll have like Tesla. What's his? Elon Musk be making planes, and nobody needs to even be in there. They've already got autopilot, but then they're gonna make like Tesla autopilot. Autopilot. I don't know how good that is, but that's the only one I know.
I mean, the cars are pretty impressive. If you've ever seen anything about the
No.
It's pretty impressive stuff.
I would assume so. The fact that it can drive itself. Probably better than the average person can drive a vehicle.
Probably.
It's a computer.
Don't trust half the people on the
I
road.
don't trust half the people on the road. So fly, because it's safer.
Yes. 3
point. What was it? 3 billion.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want more crash for me?
Yeah, I do. It was the 1956 Grand Canyon crash where 2 planes collided.
Whoa. What?
Yeah. The TWA Flight 2 and United Airlines Flight 718. So basically, both planes took off from Los Angeles.
They left from the same
They
place.
left from the... Well, that's what it said.
That's not funny, the crash. But the fact that they left from the same place. I thought they were like coming towards each other.
Yeah, so I actually didn't find the how. Well, I mean, they collided, obviously. But like the fact, like you think one left later. Anyway.
So you don't know how it happened.
No.
But it happened.
And the accident spurred a $250 million upgrade, which was back in 1950s. So that's a lot of money
back then.
To upgrade the air traffic control system. And now there has not been a collision between 2 commercial airlines in the U.S. in 47 years.
That's great.
So
you said the system, like the people, those people.
No, like in the towers.
Sorry, that's what I meant by that. By the
okay.
way, I know this means like come in. What you know what I mean? I mean the people in the tower that are saying,
yeah, why we don't have a fucking
descend 1,000 feet.
That was my interpretation. You can't hear what
that was
say.
great. I'm sure everyone.
Thank you. Everybody got that? They always say like
Alpha Charlie coming in for landing at LAX airport. Sean Hofeld is on the flight. He is not alive, but we do not have him covered.
He's in the back seat.
We don't worry, we have him covered below the neck. Nobody can see anything below that. The face is available for viewing. Over.
interesting. I can't believe they crashed into each other.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's nuts.
I don't even get how that would happen. Like, when you see...
They obviously didn't. Well, they're not. It's not like a car. It's not like the Civic, Sean. Not all of us have a Civic.
You don't have the nice 360-degree viewing area.
I'm talking about the steering. That too. But the steering is that if they tried to turn, like if they were, I don't know, they can't have been coming together. It doesn't matter. They crashed. It was not good. Whoa. Y'all get an extra 8 minutes, 9 minutes of episode today. You're welcome. It's the same price.
Wait, how long are we going?
39.
Oh.
They said we're 9 minutes over. They get an extra 9 minutes for the same price
bonus
as regular episode. That's right. This is bonus content.
Yeah.
Anyway, how do you want us to end this up, Sean? I never know how to end the episodes.
Thanks for watching or listening, however you're joining us today.
And make sure to hit that subscribe button.